Hi, this is Kathy Campbell with Coldwell Banker. Back again today with Miles Pitcher.
Hello.
Miles is going to share with us some ways we can help you afford a home or afford a mortgage on your home, right?
Yeah.
We did have rates go up this week again. Where are we now?
So on conventional loans, we're 7.375 with
Yeah.
excellent credit.
Okay.
Our FHA loans, which we are doing more and more of all the
More
time.
of my buyers are doing FHA these days.
And we're at 6.75 today on that.
Okay. Share with us some affordability ideas that
Yeah.
can help you get into
Yeah.
a home right now.
So yeah, this is, I call this my word of the year. 2023, the word of the year is affordability.
Affordability. Okay.
Because that's what it is for our buyers and lots of first-time home buyers, is figuring out how do we get you into a home with a monthly payment that you are comfortable with, you can afford, and your down payment is reasonable and your closing costs are reasonable. So in my opinion, it is a fabulous time to buy because of some of these tools that we have that are made available by the sellers willing to give some concessions right now.
We're opposite of COVID right now, where it was the seller's market and buyers were competing heavily. Now we're more on a buyer's market. Not all the time. I still am getting multiple offers on certain properties.
Certain ones.
It's not across the board.
Yeah.
But I am seeing sellers more willing to help with concessions, interest rate buy downs.
Yeah.
You were talking about the other day, somebody dropped the price $45,000
Yes.
to meet an appraisal. And sellers are workable these days and helping these people climb into a home. So yeah, okay,
Absolutely.
lay it on us. What are the ways?
So with those seller concessions, there's a lot we can do to help a client.
Okay.
And I'm not going to dive into detail, but I'm happy to talk to any of you and share the details on these if you want to know more. But temporary buy down, permanent rate buy down. We can buy out a client's mortgage insurance without them having to put 20% down payment, which can save them some money. We are helping a lot of clients get into, I'll just call them multi-unit, whether that's a duplex, triplex, fourplex, or a single family home that has a mother-in-law apartment in it.
And by getting into a multi-unit, they would live in one of the units and then collect the rent on the others, right?
Yep, and
Okay.
certain loan programs will allow you to count the rents off the other unit in qualifying for the mortgage.
Okay.
So if you feel like you don't make enough money to qualify for a mortgage, this is one way to be able to boost your income.
Love it.
A few other ideas is we do renovation loans. These are loans that'll give you the money to buy the home and then have some extra money to do some repairs to it. And in many cases, or some of the cases, our clients have wanted to build the mother-in-law apartment so that they find a home maybe with an unfinished basement. They're able then to have construction money to finish it and have
Take the
that
money,
as
put in a kitchen, bedrooms, or whatever.
Exactly. One of the strategies right now we mentioned earlier is doing FHA loans versus conventional loans. One of the big advantages of FHA right now is that they will allow us to stretch the purchasing power of a client more than a conventional loan. So that's a huge deal.
Huge interest rate.
And they are not as sensitive to credit scores. Another trend that we have or tool is we are seeing more co-signers on loans.
Like a parent or
Parents, relative,
Okay.
brother, sister signing on loans. We also see them just helping out by giving gift funds if somebody lacks down payment.
Okay, I've seen that quite a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the other one that's a kind of an oddball one is we've seen some parents set up a trust account for their kids rather than co-signing, and that trust account, they determine a monthly disbursement to the kid out of it, maybe $2,000, and we get to count that $2,000 a month as income for the kid. So if they don't have enough money to qualify, that trust income can help boost up their qualifying.
And therefore, the parent wouldn't be obligated to repay a loan.
Exactly.
But they could assist.
They can assist.
I like that.
Yeah,
That's really
because usually the purpose of a parent cosign is to help a child with their income. This is a way to do it without being obligated on the mortgage. And then, of course, with every single client right now, we have a program called our Strategic Refinance Program. And this is where anybody who closes a loan with us, down the road, we will do a very low cost refinance for them. We can do it as a no cost, but we call it strategic because there are ways of getting lower rates if the client is willing to come in with the payment that they get to skip.
Oh, and then you talked about that
Yep.
payment would basically go for closing costs or whatever.
Exactly.
Okay. There's some hope out there.
Yeah,
And you'd be surprised on what you can qualify for. I'm seeing a lot of incentives. I recently had an offer received, they wanted to do a 3-2-1 buy down.
Oh,
So
nice.
buying down the points, even 3 percentage points that first year, and that really helps somebody get into a loan
it does.
at a really manageable price. I'm also seeing these first-time buyers, they're leasing or renting a room or two to family or friends,
Yeah,
and that's helping them afford the home better. And so
yeah,
lots of little tricks you can do to get into a home right now, because let's face it, rents are so high.
they are
You can almost buy a home for what you can rent right now.
100%.
And
Yeah,
so worth looking into anyway. Miles, thanks for all those
thank
ideas.
you. Great to work with the best agent in the valley. Yeah,
We appreciate you so much.
you're
Thank
awesome.
you.
Thanks.